Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor the life and legacy of Kyle Busch, a fierce competitor, a legendary race car driver, and most importantly, a great man. Kyle was a husband to Samantha, a father to two beautiful children. He was a brother, a son, a businessman, a driver, an entertainer, and one of the greatest competitors to ever get behind the wheel racing cars. If I sat here and listed every checkered flag that Kyle Busch ever won, my time would expire before I could finish. Kyle Busch was a winner. Kyle won 234 races across the top three series in NASCAR, including 63 wins at the Cup level, making him the 9th all-time winner on the Cup Series. Kyle was a fierce competitor. It was like he hated losing more than he loved winning. We all got an inside look at that through listening to his team radio on race days. Kyle had an expectation that if he was behind the wheel of a car, he should win. He had every right to believe that because he was that good. We all remember the Michael Jordan flu game during the 1997 NBA Finals. Imagine Michael Jordan playing every game after the All-Star break with the flu and still winning MVP, because that's what Kyle Busch did. In February 2015, Kyle wrecked hard at Daytona and compound fractured his right leg and broke his left foot. After multiple surgeries, by early May, Kyle was back racing in the All-Star race. And by November, Kyle Busch was a NASCAR champion. Behind the wheel, Kyle Busch was fast. Truth be told, sometimes he was too fast. Even NASCAR couldn't contain him, and he was regularly penalized for speeding off of pit row. This would infuriate Kyle, but he was so fast that by making him go to the back of the pack, that didn't mean he wouldn't still win. Mr. Speaker, Kyle Busch's story was that of race legends, racing with incredible teams. He started in the Truck Series for Jack Roush and Roush Racing. He spent time with Hendrick Motorsports racing for Rick Hendrick. From 2007 to 2023, Kyle drove the number 18 for Coach Joe Gibbs at Joe Gibbs Racing. Then in 2023, he joined Richard Childress Racing in Welcome, North Carolina, racing in the number 8 car, proudly representing my hometown. He also drove for two of the best team presidents in NASCAR, with Dave Alpern at Joe Gibbs Racing and Mike Verlander at Richard Childress Racing. Both call the 6th District of North Carolina their home. But Kyle's impact across the NASCAR family was massive. He inspired a generation of drivers that are working their way through the ranks right now. That impact alone is an incredibly strong legacy to leave. But the track is only part of Kyle Busch's story. Alongside his wife Samantha, they started the Bundle of Joy Fund to advance access to fertility treatments through care and coverage, building awareness and providing support for the many who have struggled to bring children into the world. Because of his efforts on the track, he was able to make an impact on countless families and couples' lives by providing support and to let them know that they were not alone. Most importantly, Kyle was a devoted husband and a loving father. It was obvious that above all of his racing success, all of the trophies that he won, nothing mattered more to him than his precious family. Mr. Speaker, as we continue to shower the Busch family with prayer, and as we grieve this loss alongside Kyle's wife, Samantha, his children, Brexton and Lennox, and his entire family, let us remember that Kyle Busch will forever be a legend. There are heroes and there are legends, and heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Kyle Busch was a legend behind the wheel, and in that sense, he is immortal. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back.